Honey, you sure is wonderful in them clothes.
Yeah. I suppose these clothes is something to look at back here, honey. Where I've been while I've been training for the job, you wouldn't notice them. You want to see them New York gals on Lenox Avenue?
Them gals is fast, I bet, switching themselves to catch the men. But, honey, you wouldn't look at none of them fast gals while you was away from home, would you?
There ain't none of them's pretty in the face like my gal.
And that prodigal son, he takes the inheritance what his pappy gives him, and he spends it on the past life. But not this boy, Lord.
No, Jesus, not this boy.
And the prodigal son, he is a liar, and the truth ain't in him. But not this boy, Lord.
Is that the truth, Lord?
Yes.
You know, I looks up, and there's the Capitol building, looking like a palace on the hill. And the big front door opens, and the President of the United States marches down the avenue with a band before and a band behind. And he comes right up to my car, and he says just as natural, "Well, Brutus, you sure is much of a man. And I, for one, wants to compliment you on landing the job."
Honey, they're singing the closing song at the church.
We's got time. Jeff's train's gonna pick me up at the water tank.
But you know they're waiting to see you before you go.
I sure hate to leave my gal. about working at the wheel. Just want to see how the giant feel. Now let me fly. Let me fly. Hypocrite in the street. First thing you do was to show his teeth. Next thing you do was to tell a lie. Best thing to do is to pass him by. Now let me fly. Now let me fly. Let me fly to my side. I got a mother in the promised land. Never.
There's your train, son.
Goodbye, folks.
Brother, take care of yourself.
Goodbye, Mama. Here she is.
Come on, Jones.
Hey, here's my buddy. Honey, this is Jeff.
Hello, sister. Make track, Bo, because we're riding right now. Come on.
Right.
But this is too much. You is coming back, ain't you?
Oh, sure, I'm coming back. You just get yourself a new dress with this, honey. You know, a red one. That's your style. And take care of yourself. Bly comes back now.
No, come on.
All right, old boy. That's all right, honey. Take care of yourself. Don't worry. I'll be back very soon. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, baby.
Hand 'em, boy. You done told him goodbye now. You gonna stick to it?
Sure.
Because you big time from this on. Now, I suppose you think you knows all there is about this job.
So, didn't you done instruct me?
Oh, just a rudimental. Now we's going to take up the higher education, finances.
Yes, brother.
And right here's where I estimate the profits for the run. Now, if you brushes a dime out of this, you're doing well. And number 3 here, boy, that's good for hair.
Now, what about this one?
Number 5. A whole section. That's a honeymoon couple. Raise your hand right, it means the long green.
Big money, huh?
That's what I want to tell you about. You know, there's 2 kind of women that ride the Pullman. There's the kind that says, good evening, Porter. That don't mean nothing but a tip. Then there's the kind that sings out, hello there, Jack Johnson. And boy, that means money.
Long green.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you where to spend it. South Carolina. Oh, hello, Mr. Jones. Don't be the tree. Yes, ma'am. Oh, come here, Marcella.
Yes.
Meet Mr. Jones. This is Marcella Jones.
Hello, big boy. I got your fish and rice already for you. You know, I'm from South Carolina for sale.
You told me you was from Georgia. Marcella sure has a vision mark. She done born on every state south of the line. This is my New York home, Bo, and you'll always find me here. Oh, Marcella, where's Undine? Didn't know I was coming in, eh? Honeying up to my gal, eh?
Wait a minute. Watch yourself. Wait a minute. Don't do that. Don't do that, son. You're not spoiling my house. You ain't gonna send me to jail. Go. Yeah, go ahead and tell him.
There she is. Undine, meet Mr. Jones.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Jones. Want to dance?
Sure, go ahead. You my buddy, ain't you?
like the city, big boy?
I like it fine, now.
Coming back soon?
As soon as the train will bring me.
I'll be here.
Little gal, there's a humming and a strumming in the land from east to west. Eyes are sighing for your honey. Sure glad to see you. I get to missing you more and more on these long runs.
You know, you hadn't asked me to come here to meet you. I've been afraid.
Afraid of what?
You know, Jeff. He's a bad actor over me.
Well, you ain't got nothing to be afraid of. I can handle that little two-bits porter. You ought to throw him over anyhow. Then it'll be just you and me.
Sometimes I wonder
Wonders what?
if you're gonna last.
You ain't got nothing to worry about, honey. But you ain't heard the good news yet. I've been transferred to the president's private car.
Oh, that ain't nothing. When Jeff said you don't make no tips on that job, that's why he didn't take it.
There you are. That's the difference between me and Jeff. He can't see no bigger than two bits. Me? Well, I'd just be stepping to my own class on that private car.
Harrington, if there is no leak, we stand to clean up millions. That's the idea. Good night. Good night. Good night, Jones.
Good night.
Anything on your mind, Jones?
I was awful worried about that merger. Sure would be bad for us if that news got out.
Us? How long have you been with me, Jones?
6 weeks.
Learning fast, Jones. Almost too fast. Got any money, Jones?
I got about $300 in the bank.
All right. You're in the pool for $300.
Thank you, sir.
And, Jones, I would rather you didn't leave the car until Sunday. 2 days solitary, but it'll be worth it. Right?
Yes, sir.
And, Jones, when we get back to New York, it might be a good idea for you to go back on your old run. There's more room for big men in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you sure was born to wear that oyster front. Where'd you get such a good fit?
Well, the boss and me talked it over, and he sent me to his tailor. He said, Jones, you got a position to live up to now, and you can't afford to be careless in your attire.
You and Mr. Harrington must be getting mighty thick.
Well, we just pull off a little deal together. I give him some valuable advice, and he said, Jones, you're learning fast. You're getting big. And then he takes me into partnership.
What, ain't you going back on the Pullman no more?
Oh, I'll stick by the job for a few more runs, but things don't seem to be going quite right on that old run of mine, and the boss asked me to drop down that way and straighten them out.
Well, I guess since you'll be down that way, you'll probably drop in the White House.
Oh, that's an idea. Look here, what are you trying to do, kid me?
Me kid you? Boy, you're a stream. Jones, you're getting big. You're learning fast. Then he takes me into partnership. Come clean, big boy. Where'd you get that money? In a crap game?
Go ahead, laugh some more. You done laughed yourself right off of my payroll.
Oh, honey, sweetheart, I didn't mean it. I was only kidding.
No, you're too funny to live with. Any woman's baggage would get heavier and heavier the longer you totes 'em. You got to change 'em to keep traveling light. Here's $40 and goodbye.
So you was all set to do this before you come in, huh?
Through is through, you heard me. And you can go back to Jeff. He still thinks there ain't nobody like his MD.
Yeah. Well, you ain't the first man who's gone down and out thinking everybody else was a fool. I got eyes, even if Jeff ain't. And you can tell that polecat Belle Ledoux, If she wants to keep on trying to look like Garbo, she'd better stay out of my way.
See him, sister.
Well, again, old big time in from the west.
Hello, Jeff. Hello, Undine. Undine, meet Miss Ledoux.
I've known Belle since before she straightened her hair. And when she went with Johnson. Where's he now, Belle? Still in jail?
Undine, where's your manners?
I'm just trying to talk so that polecat can understand me.
Come on, baby. Let's dance.
What's the matter with you tonight, Undine? Now, I don't like you acting so to my pal.
Your pal?
Yeah.
Don't make me mad. Why, he's been biting me in the back for a year.
What do you mean?
I mean, when I get finished with Belle, he ain't gonna have much left to love.
Eyes traveling light.
Come on, you nits. Get back away from the table and give me room, will you?
What's the matter, Jeff? I never saw you in such a mood.
Never mind the lip. Get these nits back away from the table.
Hey, fellas, come on, back up. Give him a chance.
Oh, wait a minute, Wade. Shoot.
That's when you...
On the line, you nits.
Eva Day.
Who is that singing? Is that you, Lily Pie?
Yes.
Well, if you can't sing no better than that, shut up.
This gal must have slowed him down. Yes, what's eating you, Jeff? You've been trying to ride somebody ever since you come in here.
Ah, woman, dry up.
Duty, brother. You can roll.
Let him roll.
Gentleman said you faded. Let him roll.
Push
Let
over,
them hop it.
Superintendent. Let a man have elbow room.
Right,
$20 they don't.
20 to do.
Now, if you want to make your
Take rock and roll in here, brother.
do this for a while, and
Hey,
rest a
ah,
while.
the man went away.
Jones, give me a shooter there, somebody. Come on, give me a shooter.
15 cents, I shoot.
Man, take that chicken feed off of here and lay it on the line. Come on, give me a shooter there.
Big money talk. What you shoot, Mr. Jones?
20 in the nickel.
Put in the nickel he goes.
I got the nickel.
Campet whip in your hand. Put it on the wood. Let him shoot. Let him roll. He's faded.
Hold my hand, Nit.
Let them pop.
Come here. Great balls of fire. Big stick. Don't get nervous,
Henry,
boy.
boy.
You can back it. Let me have it. Six for me, Dave.
11.
Who wants any part of these 4 sawbucks? I make some coin.
Let the dice bring on misery. Let them hop and let them hear him chatter.
Six for me, Dave.
6-8. The man went away.
You get up off the table. Can't you see your coat sleeves stuffing with that?
What are you talking about? Can I make a bet?
Yeah, old boy, you win a dime. Here you are, Jeff. Box money. Who's the next shooter?
85 cents, I shoot.
85 cents the lady shoots.
Bring your bet here. Your cushions favor me.
Let him roll. She's faded.
20 the dice do.
Let the hussy sprain her wrist.
I'm going to cut you a brand new mop with these dice and give you something to put in it, you long, black snake.
Let 'em roll.
That's dice.
Snake eyes.
Delay go.
Say, Stumpy, were you on me then? Yeah, I was. Didn't I tell you never to get on my back? Yeah, but honey, this is a crap game.
On the line, you nit. Catch him hopping and let him hear him chatter. 20 the nickel I shoot.
20 nickel he shoots.
I got the nickel.
Let 'em roll.
On the line, you small fish. I'll take you too.
Let him roll.
$80 the dice do.
Down
160,
to the
they don't.
wrong.
Hey, Joe. I knowed I'd have a crap game today. The Yankee boys is in town.
Let him roll. The man's faded.
Catch 'em hopping. 11 nuts. Put
the
them
matter?
guys
Get
down. Crooked, huh? Well, if they is crooked, they stands just like him, and here's where I straightened them both. Come here, Jones. Open it up. Open it up. Sleep, eh? Well, I'll learn him how to run away. Wake him up.
Well, if I lay my hands on that boy, the Lord will strike me dead.
Won't take orders, eh?
Kill John Henry.
Dump it, old boy. Let her go.
Darling, let me in quick. Darling, honey, you hear me?
Who there?
Bruce, honey, let me in quick. Listen, Dolly, you got to move fast. Get me a file and a change of clothes, especially shoes. Hurry, honey. I got to leave the country.
Hey, where's this tub stopping next?
Kingston. Get there tomorrow.
Ain't we stopping on these little islands on the way?
Oh, this no local, this running express.
Kingston. Quite a big city, ain't it?
Now you shout. They got everything there. Dance hall, gals.
They got telegraph?
Cable, you mean, big boy? Sure, they got cable.
What's that little island with the white fort we've been coming on this afternoon?
Nobody better go that place.
Ain't nothing there but trouble.
Trouble's my buddy. Say, Bo, watch my door. I ain't gonna be long.
Okay.
Trouble? Here I come. Who there? Who there? You want, buddy? All right, I'm coming.
Highness, Mr. Miller is waiting to see you.
Show the gentleman in.
Send Mr. Peters in.
Well, Your Excellency, the goods has come and I brought you a few samples. First class, just like I said they'd be. Now, here's the figures. 400 cash for the lot.
Oh, no. I got the contract this time. The contract, he said 300.
Contract? Well, that's just the bloomin' point. You see, here it says, except for a hectare gold. Now, there ain't the like of that consignment within 300 miles. And the next boat don't get here for 2 months. Now, ain't that a hectare gold, self me?
Where you get that trash from?
On the beach.
Where you come from? Come to make trouble on my island. Filthy swine. Lock him up and throw him on the first boat out.
I'll take... Here, $5 silver for him. Lock, stock, and barrel. What do you say now? Is it a tried? Good. Here, wait a minute. Here, bring him here. I want to have a talk with him. Yeah, that's all right. He belongs to me. Yeah. So that's what it... A killer, what? With the law on your trail and the bloomin' gallows waiting for you around the next corner, what?
Look here, white man. I comes and I goes, and that's my business.
Not afraid to stand right up to your betters and tell them what's what. You wouldn't be afraid of a bit of a fight, neither, would you?
When I fight, there's something in it. And I don't never fight on no empty belly.
Yeah, well, supposing your belly was full, and you had a chance to get back at the stinking heathen what threw you out, what would you say then?
And now you's talking, white man.
All right. Now, you get your rum and your eats. But you don't get a stinking penny. Because I'm a trader, see? I ain't no bloomin' missionary. And if anybody worries you, you just tell them you belong to Mr. Smithers.
I belongs to Mr. Smithers. What's that?
Ginger.
What's that?
Tomato.
What's that?
Coconut.
What's that?
Ginger.
Ginger, what's that?
Coffee.
Coffee. Well, this ain't regular, but maybe the dice will do. That it goes first to the gentleman with the Rolls Royce. All right, talk to him, Bo.
What I say?
Fever in the South.
Viva South.
Ada from Decatur.
Ada from Queda.
Big Dick.
Big Dick.
Ha! Ha! Well, shoot, man. Don't you know ha means shoot? All right, the whole pile goes to the gentleman with the Rolls Royce. All right. Gather it in. All yours, buddy. Boy, I'll be dressed up here in a minute. I'm going after that hat. Let 'em roll. Natural. Let me have it, boy. Now, Cracker, what do you say? This whole pile against that Rolls Royce. Ha! The house is rolling. Now, come on, you galloping dominoes. Come home to Papa and let her ride. Ha! 9 is the gentleman's point. Come on, Ada from Decatur. Come on. Ha! Eve in the South, baby. Ha! The gentleman made his point. The team is mine, Cracker. That's tough luck. Better luck next Saturday night.
Me play Homan for Haxon.
Oh, no. Women is women, and Brutus Jones is through. Well, I'll see you boys next week. Look 'em over. Come on, Cracker. I'll see you later.
I wonder what the blazes is keeping that black ape. Here, where do you think you're going?
Well, good morning, Mr. Smithers.
You work in here.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Smithers, the boys back in the bush seems to like my method. And I was figuring to open up a little trading business next door here.
Cut my bleeding throat, would you? After all I've done for you, too. Is that your idea of gratitude?
Well, I was always ready to listen to reason. And while I'm unloading, if I was to hear anybody say something about a partnership...
Nice big can of chicken all ready for the soup. Ladies in the corn and the coconuts and pineapples. Great big can of chicken all ready for the soup. Pineapples, big can of chicken ready for the soup.
How do, Mr. Smithers? How have you been? I'm so glad to see you.
How do you do, mister? Why don't you come in and pay your bill? Every time I rides up here through that jungle, it gives me the creeps. Say, you notice they shut the gates after us?
Look at here, white man. Is your nerve slipping?
I don't like it. If you had to recruit an army for them, why did you have to get such big blokes?
Yes, them is fine. I bet you they know the man when they sees one.
Well, if there's any trouble, you've only got yourself to blame. Saluting him and calling him general and...
Well, now I tell you, Mr. Smithers, if there's any trouble, you just leave the general to me.
Mr. He does see your excellency. Show the gentleman in.
Well, good day to you, Majesty. Well, top hole, eh? Top hole. As fine a body of men as ever I clapped me peepers on. Hey, what, Jones?
Right.
Yeah, and well farmed.
I reckons when you figure how little it's costing you, makes you feel mighty proud.
Send in the treasurer. This is my treasure. Tell the gentleman the truth now. Does you know how to figure?
Yes, Your Highness.
Now, you see, I got a figure. Produce the contract. Your bill, Mr. Smithers.
Yeah, well, here you are, Your Excellency. Now then, there was 100 uniforms at $5. That's $1,000. There was 100 rifles at $5. $1,000. One cannon was $500 and the ammunition. Well, it adds up to $4,000, Your Excellency.
What does the treasury report?
It seems to me that there might be a little error.
Oh, well, here, let me have a look at it. Yeah, we all make mistakes now and again.
Yes, there is a mistake. I've seen it all along. It's $5,000. There you is, Captain. Check that off and tell it to the boss.
Fire.
Fire again! Empty your gun! Don't you all know I's got a charm? Takes a silver bullet to kill Brutus Jones. My turn now, General. Company, attention. Throw him out of here. I'm boss here now. All of you, get out of here. And wait. Them what I wants to stay will hear from me in an hour. Smithers, you wait. I wants to confer with you.
Well, blimey, if you ain't pulled it off. You have got a nerve.
Nerve and brain.
I calls it stinking luck, having that you miss you twice at 10 feet.
Pick up that gun. Break it.
Blank. Blimey, how...
You remember when Quacko got drunk in town last night and I takes care of his gun while he sleeps it off? Well, that's what I call brain. This place smells more like a chain gang dumped in a palace. Say, Smithers, how you likes the contract of doing this dump over?
Now you're talking.
I gives you an audience tomorrow. And bring along them fashion sheets that I gets last summer. And then I want some mirrors, plenty of them. And remember, Smithers, red's my color. I always had a special taste for red. Mr. President. No. King Brutus. No, somehow that don't make enough noise. Smithers, cigarette. Light. Smithers, you has just had an audience with the Emperor Jones. Stash. What's that foot? Give me a drink. My coat. Brush it off. Tell Smithers I received him here. Clear out, all of you.
Your Majesty.
Well, Smithers, what's on your mind this morning?
Oh, you remember what I told you when you slapped that lost tax on coffee? That you were cutting your own blooming throat in the village last night, and your tax collector got beaten up so his own mother wouldn't know it.
Oh, that's old stuff. My army's got them already. And I'm going to dress them down before the whole court this morning. They all need a lesson.
Too late to give them a lesson now, my lad. You've got them squeezed dry.
Look here. When I take this job, what I tell you? I says 3 years for my cleanup, don't I? Well, we've got 6 months to go. Them's my arrangements, and I ain't gonna change.
I suppose you got your money in the right sight, eh?
I sure have. And it's banked in a foreign land where there ain't no chain gangs and no Jim Crow, and nobody can get it except me. In 6 months, I walks out on circus, and from then on, I top dog.
Top dog, eh?
Look here, white man. There's little stealing like you does, and there's big stealing like I does. But little stealing, they get you in jail sooner or later. But a big stealing, they makes you emperor and puts you in the Hall of Fame when you croak.
Well, all I know is that it's a wise gambler that knows when to quit.
Look here, white man. You think I ain't still got these acts? You think when I crack the whip, they don't jump through? All right, I shows you. I'll summon the court.
His Majesty is on the throne.
Summon the court.
Archduke and Duchess of Manhattan, Marquis and Marchioness of New York, Marquis and Marchioness of Fredi, Lord and Lady Baltimore, Lord and Lady Richmond, and all points in His Majesty's kingdom, north, south, east, and west. And Mr. Smith.
Bring in the prisoners. So you set yourself to start a roughhouse and beat up an officer of the crown? Well, I see I've been too easy. Now I'm going to show you who's boss around here. Lieutenant, take them in the courtyard and give them 50 lashes apiece. And lock them up. I said, lock them up.
Hold. Hold.
Yeah. Take your company to the 5-mile village and burn it off the face of the earth. Everything. Understand? Right. Right. Forward. March. March.
Who dare whistle that way in my palace? Who dare wake up the emperor? I'll get the hide rail off some of you and show.
It was me, Whistle, dear. I got news for you.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Smithers. What news you got to tell me?
Where's all your court? The generals and the cabinet ministers and all.
Well, they mostly runs to the minute I closes my eyes. Drinking rum, talking big down the town. How come you don't know that? Ain't you stousing with them most every day?
Well, I got you in my business, ain't I?
Your business.
Blimey, when you landed here, you didn't have no iron mighty ears.
Talk polite, white man. Talk polite, you hear me? I'm boss here now. Is you forgetting?
It's all right. No harm meant, old top.
I accept your apology. Now, what I was then is one thing, and what I is now is another.
I wasn't afraid to hire you that time after you broke jail in the States.
No, you didn't have no excuse to look down on me for that. You've been in jail yourself more than once.
That's a lie. Come on. Who told you that?
There's some things I ain't got to be told. I can see 'em in folks' eyes.
From what I've been told, it ain't safe for a black to kill a white man in the States.
You mean lynching scare me? Well, I tell you, Smithers, maybe I does kill one white man back there. Maybe I does. And maybe I kills another right here before long if he don't look out.
You think I'd preach on you? Not me. I'm your friend, ain't I?
Sure you is. And you better be.
Well, to show you that I'm your friend, I'll tell you that bit of news I was doing to you.
Go ahead, shoot the thief. Must be mighty bad news from the happy way you look.
Ain't noticed any of the servants or the guards around the place this morning, I ain't.
So they're all out in the garden, sleeping under the trees. All I got to do is to ring that gong, and they come flying.
All right. Ring it now, and you'll see what I mean.
Sure, I ring.
The rotten ship is sinking, and the bloomin' rats has flung their hooks.
Low-flung woods nigger. Well, I reckon overplays my hand this one. Man can't take the pot on a bobtail flush all the time. Was I saying I'd sit in 6 months more? Well, I changed my mind then. I cashes in and resigns the job of emperor right this minute.
Well, blimey, you're a cool bird and no mistake.
No use fussing. When I knows the game's up, I kisses it goodbye without no long wait. They's all run off to the hills, ain't they?
Yes. Well, Emma's taking them, every man jack of them.
Then the revolution is at the post. And the emperor better get his feet smoking up that trail.
Go on, you look for your horse, ain't you? Well, you won't find it. They steals the horses first thing.
Well, then I hoofs it. See? Do your duty. 3:30. Sundown's at 6:30 or thereabouts. Oh, I got plenty of time. Make it easy.
Yeah, well, don't you be so blasted sure. You'll have to hustle to get through that forest in 12 hours, even if you knew the trail is like a bloomin' naked.
Look here, white man. You think I was a natural-born fool? Why, I've gone out in that forest so many times for Tenadon. I knows it high and low like a book. Could find them trails my eyes shut. And I got 10 grub hid there on a big white stone where I can find it. Dawn tomorrow, I reaches the coast and boards that French gunboat. I got to laugh at these fool black trash around here. It's so easy.
Supposing something happens and they does nab you.
I've got 5 lead bullets in this gun, and after that I've got the silver bullet left to cheat 'em out of getting me. I tells them when the time comes, I kills myself with it. That's 'cause I'm the only man in the world big enough to get me.
And you had a silver bullet, Maid? Honest?
Oh, I sure did. Here she be. 5 lead bullets and a silver baby at the last. Oh, she shines pretty.
Let me see.
Keep your hands with him along, white man.
Blimey, you think I was a blaster thief?
Oh, it ain't that. I know you're scared to steal from me. Well, I ain't allowing nobody to touch this baby. She's my rabbit's foot.
A sort of charm, eh? Now, blimey, you'll need all your bloomin' charms before long, help me.
What's that drum beating for?
Well, you! The blacks is having a war dance in the hills, working up their courage before they start after you.
Let 'em. They'll sure need it.
They're making all sorts of devil spells and charms against your silver bullet.
Takes more than that to scare this chicken.
Tonight, when it's pitch black in the forest, they'll be sending their pet devils and ghosts hounding after you. You'll find your bloomin' hell be standing on envy tomorrow morning. It's a mighty queer place, that forest is, even in daylight. You don't know what might happen there. It's that rotten still. Always sends the cold shivers down my back the minute I gets in it.
Go along, white man. You ain't talking to this baby. And what ghosts and hands got to do with me? Well, don't you know I was a member in good standing of the Baptist church? Let 'em try the heathen tricks. The Baptist church doesn't protect me. and land them all in hell.
Yeah, you ain't paid much heed to your Baptist church down here, taking up with them bloomin' witch doctors.
Oh, sure, I pretend. It don't get me nothing to do missionary work for the Baptist church. I after the coin, and I lays my religion on the shelf for the time being. I ain't got the time to waste no more fool talk with you. I'm going away from here this second. So long, white man. I'll see you in jail sometime, maybe.
No, please you won't. Here, you ain't going out this way, are you?
Think I sneak out the back door? I'm Emperor, ain't I? The Emperor don't leave the way he comes. And that black trash don't dare stop him. Not yet, these ways. Listen to that roll call, will you? Must be a mighty big drum carry that far. Well, if there ain't no old brass band to see me off, I sure got the drum part of it. So long, white man.
Give my regards to any ghosts you meet.
Well, here I am. In the nick of time, too. Sure. Give me air. I stuck it out sure enough. That soft emperor job sure ain't no training for a long hike over that plain in the broiling sun. Cheer up. Wonder they wouldn't get sick of beating that drum. Sound louder, seem like. I wonder if they're starting after. Oh, sure. They's miles and miles behind. What you getting fidgety about? You know what? Your belly's empty. That's what's the matter with you. Nothing but wind on your stomach. Gosh, you feel jiggity. Well, we eats right here now. White stone, white stone. Wait. I hear you. I know this was the white thing. Box of grub, come to me. Ain't you? Since I lost the place. There's another stone. I guess that's it. Ain't you, neither. Grub, where is you? You ain't you. I got to go hungry in them woods all the night. Can't tell nothing from them trees. Nothing around here look like it was lost the place sure enough. Mighty queer. Mighty queer. Woods, is you trying to put some over on me? Who there? Who there? What is it? Get away from me, boy! There you go. That shot fix him. They was only little animals, little wild pigs, I reckon. Then maybe root out your grub and eat it. Oh, you fool. What you think they is? Hands? Give the game away when you fire that shot. Get in. What you scared at? Ain't nothing there but the trees. Get in. The moon's rising. You hear? You get more light. You see where you're squat. Cheer up. Now when you have a snap. It's warm, and that's a fact. How long I've been making tracks in these here woods? Seemed like forever.
This am a long night for you, your majesty. Majesty. Ain't much majesty about this baby now. Never mind. It's all a part of the game. This night come to an end like everything else. When you get there safe and have that bankroll in your hands, you laughs at all this. Ain't no hammer on this mountain, babe, ring like mine, say, ring like mine. This old hammer ring like silver, say, ring like silver, shine like gold. Just singing it for you. Want all the world to hear you. Hear that old drum. Sure gets nearer from the sound. They're packing it along with them. Time for me to move. What's that other queer clickety sound I hear? Sound like shooting crap. Time I beat it quick when I get them notes. Who there? Who there? Is that you, Jeff? Jeff. Oh, sure, I'm mighty glad to see you. They told me you done died from that cut I give you. How you come to be here? Ain't you going to look up? Can't you speak to me? Is you a hand? I killed you dead once. Has I got to kill you again? You take it then! He's gone anyway. Hand or no hand, that shot fix him. He's getting near. He's coming fast, and here I is shooting shots, let him know just where I is. Golly, I've got to run. I'm melting with heat, running and running and running. Damn, this here coat like a spade gang. Now I can breathe. And it gets rid of them the Emperor's trappings, and I travel lighter. How'd this road ever get you? Never remember seeing it before. These woods are sure full of the queerest things at night. Lord God, don't let me see no more of them heads. Oh, sure. That was all in your own head. Wasn't nothing there. Wasn't no jet. You know what? You just get seeing them things because your belly's empty. And you're sick with hunger inside. Bless God, I don't see no more of them, whatever they is. Mercy, Lord, mercy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I's coming. You white devil. I'll deceive you yet sometime. Where's my hammer? Give me my hammer or I split his head. Give me a hammer, one of you. Give me a hammer.
I killed you, you white devil. It was the last thing I ever done. Ghost the devil. I killed you again. What I'm going to do now? You got no bullet left. Only the silver. What is this place? Seems like I've been here before. What did I do? Seems like I know that stone, and them trees, and the river. I remember. Seems like I've been here before. Oh, golly, I'm scared in this place. Oh, Lord, I done wrong. I knows it. Oh, Lord. And down here, where these fool bush raised me up to the seat of the mighty, I steals all I could grasp. Lord, I done wrong. I knows it. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive this poor sinner. Oh. Daniel from the lion's den, Jonah from the belly of the whale, the Hebrew children from the fiery furnace. Why not every man did my Lord deliver? Daniel, 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 did my Lord deliver? Daniel, why not every man? Oh, Lord, you done protect this sinner. You done save this sinner, Lord. I've done repent. Oh, Lord, I've done repent. And I'm coming through, Lord. Oh, Lord, Lord. Yes. Oh, Lord. Mercy, Lord, mercy. Lord, hear my prayer. Oh, the silver bullet, you don't get me yet.
I'll bet he's miles away by now and safe of the coast. I told you you'd lose him, didn't I? Beating your silly drum and casting your stinking spells. Blimey, what a pack.
We caught him. You see.
Why don't you go in the woods and hunt after him? What's the good in waiting?
We caught him.
Well, you ain't thinking that's him, I hopes.
That's him. My men got silver bullet. Kill him, sure.
They got a silver bullet?
Lead bullet, no kill him. Him got strong charm. I cook money, make silver bullet, make strong charm, too.
So they did for you right enough, Jonesy, my lad. Dead as a herring. Where's all your high and mighty airs now, your blooming majesty? Silver bullets. Blimey. Anyhow, you died in the height of summer.